Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Kazuri Alameen. And once again, I have been allowed to wake up into a brand new day, a brand new dawning. I'm so grateful to still be in the land of the living. As I was doing some contemplating on my journey this morning, and I want to share a nugget of that journey with you all. I know why I'm on earth. I know why I was sent here. I strive to live it and give it every day. Is to empower minds and teach change to spiritual beings having a very, very brief human experience. I am very, very intentional about that, and I've been doing it a long time, and I hope to do it until I'm no longer breathing on earth. What's your point this morning, Mr. Kazuri? Along those highways of encouraging, provoking people into positive, motivating, inspiring, I also have my own stuff that I'm working through. And as I was once again doing some reflecting this morning, there was a time or a season in my journey as I'm striving to encourage people and uplift people. I know what oatmeal and water tastes like. Explain that, Mr. Kazuri. There was a season in my life where the only thing I had to eat was oatmeal and water. I didn't say any honey, any butter, or any milk because I could not afford that. So I ate water. I mixed the water and oatmeal together. That's all I had for quite a while. And I'm still encouraging people. People are saying they really appreciate what I'm doing to help them and their families. So we all going to go through some stuff. You can't go down to a retail store and buy this. And as I'm encouraging people, that season in my life, once again, I only had oatmeal and water. I mixed it together, and that was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You got to go through something. You can't buy this thing. You got to be committed to it. Whatever your calling is, we all going to have seasons in our life of good and bad, happy and sad, hot and cold. Anybody who tell you that they don't, they telling a lie. Anybody get on social media and everything is all good in the hood, they telling a lie. We got to go through something. Part of growth is being able to get to a point where you can become emotionally naked, I like to say. So I just want to share that my emotionally nakedness with you all today. There was a time where the only thing I could afford was oatmeal and water, and I mixed those together, and that was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It was a season. That's all I had. Once again, I could not afford any milk. I could not afford any butter. I could not afford any honey to go with it. So I did what I had to do. I'm very grateful. When life knocks you down, you roll over, get up, pull up, crawl up, stay up, go knock us down again. You keep getting up. Everybody's journey, ladies and gentlemen, is different. You got to be who you are who you be. That's why it's important that you find out who you are. What's your commitment to yourself? Why are you on earth? Some people live and die a lie. They live and die, never question themselves. They never do any critical thinking. They just mimic stuff they've been taught. A lot of the stuff they've been taught is a lot of lies, a lot of BS. A lot of people hung up and drunk on traditions. There's a serious difference between truth and traditions. There's a serious difference between truth and traditions. Real talk. So I want to encourage you, whatever you're going through, allow it to make you better, not bitter. But I felt led to share that with y'all this morning. The only thing I had was oatmeal and water as I'm encouraging people, doing seminars, doing groups, helping people. And that's all I had for a season in my life for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm totally okay with that. Because in order to come out, you got to go through it. You can't run from it. So I live what I teach what I live. That's why my conviction is authentic. Some people out here podcasting, I'm not anti that by no means, being an influencer, all these pretty words we use today, being a creator, and they're not living what they teach. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not here for clickbait. I'm not here for likes. My goal is to empower minds and teach change to spiritual people having a very, very brief human experience. I'm not gated in by denominations. Some people gated in by denominations, education, bank accounts, where you live. I'm so grateful that the sun that's shining on me, the air that I breathe for free, the ground that I walk on for free, is bigger than religions. It's not gated in by denominations. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing groups for a long time. Everything I just said, when it's time for us to breathe, we're going to breathe. When it's time for us to stop breathing, we're going to stop breathing. That is a fact. I don't care what you believe. You came here through two pieces of liquid, better known as egg and sperm. That's evidence-based. It's not what I think. It's not what I believe. It's what I know. We all got a birthday. If you listen to this message, we got a life day. If you listen to this message, we got a death day. So while you're here, whatever you go through, allow it to make you better, not bitter. Allow it to make you stronger, not weaker. There are going to be some times along the journey where you need to just rest and relax. Do that. There are going to be some times where you're going to say, is it going to ever happen for me? That's not weakness. That's just good insight. Rest where you must. Regroup, look at it differently, what we need to do, and keep on going. But I felt led to share this morning with y'all about this oatmeal and water. That's all I had. And that's what I used to eat. I made it through. So whatever you're going through, ladies and gentlemen, keep going. One step at a time. One step at a time. And no matter what happens, you always believe in yourself. Because we're with ourselves all the time. Some of y'all have heard me verbalize. I respect the institution of marriage very highly. But you're not with your spouse all the time. You're not with your children all the time. You're not with your job all the time. You're not with your parents all the time. But you're with yourself all the time. That is evidence-based. Always and forever believe in yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Embrace yourself. Love thyself in all seasons of life. The oatmeal and water, ladies and gentlemen, I'm living witnesses. You just don't quit. Just don't quit. Knowing why you're here gives you the stamina to keep on pushing. That's why you got to have clarity on why you're here, why you're doing what you're doing, and why you're not doing it. Don't be influenced by external forces. Know why you're doing what you're doing. My goal is to empower minds and teach change to spiritual beings. I'm committed to it. I've been committed to it. I know why I'm here, and I will continue to do that until I am no longer breathing on earth. Stay up and stay strong. Find out why you're doing what you're doing. Find out why you're not doing what you're doing. It's so very important, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, we live every day. We only die once. We live every day. We only die once. Not what I think or what I believe. That's what I know. We live every day. We only die once. Stay up, stay strong, stay wise. Think for yourself. Peace.